Hello and welcome. I'm Rhiann Sinclair.
And I'm Callum Knowledge, and this is Scene, the arts and culture show based around the Warwickshire area.
We will be with you for 10 whole weeks, so please stay tuned.
Please do. Now, coming up on today's show, we have an interview with Karen Williams from the charity Escape Arts.
And we're going back in time to learn the history of Stratford's Mop Fair.
We're all going to be all more informed about the mop, how it's got its name, how long it's been running.
I love the mop. I love it.
It's going to be great. And we also have some clips of the Stratford Music Festival and an interview with the musical director of the whole festival, which is very exclusive, only to Scene.
Only on Scene. And a quick look with Stratford's very own creative media HND students with their upcoming projects.
Which I'm actually very looking forward to. I'm very excited about that. And also, we have a Halloween special, yes, where me and Callum get involved in a real-life seance, and we have an interview with Dracula himself, and we're going to be telling some scary stories in the studio today. So
it is going to be a crazy show.
It really is.
So now let's take a look at the interview with Karen Williams from the Escape Arts charity.
Well, we've been going for, I think, the 20th anniversary year of both organisations is next year. So we've been working in the town for a long time, and our ethos is very much about making art accessible for all different people. Well, we started in a very small workshop in Stratford in Shakespeare Street, and then we kind of took advantage of the recession, really, because a lot of empty units became available in Stratford Town Square. And seeing these empty spaces, we thought, wow, if we could get hold of just one of those, then that would be incredible. And it worked in our favour because they weren't being used. They were happy for a charity to come in and use them. So we didn't just use one property in Town Square, we took over 5. One we kind of worked with Men's Shed and gave them a home. We had a sound recording and music venue in the studio. We had our big community arts space, and we had an artist gallery and an office, all in this fantastic, centre of town, and that was really great, and it helped us build our profile. For Halloween, we're turning the slaughterhouse into the little slaughterhouse of horrors. So we've been joined by Clive the skeleton, who's helping us to promote us on his ghost bike. We're running mask making sessions for young people aged 6 to 14, and then you can have your photo taken on the bus as well.
Wow, what an amazing charity. They help so many people out, and in the community as well. All the events that we can go down to, because I live in Stratford, and I've been to so many of their events. So it just gives you something to do.
You've seen the lady there as well. Karen.
She is so welcoming, and she's so lovely. She was so up for this interview, because obviously the more people that know about the charity, the better, and the more support that they can get.
Yeah. So if you would like to help out the guys down at Escape Arts, go to escapearts.org.uk, somewhere down here. We also know that they have big things planned for children in need. So
really big things.
Space. Can I just point?
Yeah.
Look at that. That is Stratford.
That's our backdrop.
RSC.
We live there. So look at it. Look at the trees. It's beautiful. You forget how pretty Stratford is. Very impressed with that.
Just saying.
Just let you know. Now, we did say we were going to make you more knowledgeable by the end of the show, didn't we, Callum?
Yes, we did.
So hit us off.
The Mop Fair. Why is it called the Mop, Rhiann?
Well, Callum, I don't actually know, but we're going to find out in this VT.
Let's take a look.
Do proclaim and declare this statute Mop Fair open.
Stratford-upon-Avon Mop has in fact been going in this town for well over 700 years. Its origins were as a hiring fair. It was where the people looking for work in the following year would seek employment. If they were lucky enough to be hired at the fair, it was the last major social occasion in the town calendar before the winter. But there was a get-out clause because almost a fortnight later we have still in Stratford what is known as the runaway mop. So if subsequently you found that the person who'd taken you on for the next season you suddenly discovered you didn't like, you could terminate that employment with them and seek rehire. But as you can see, obviously today, 700 or more years later, it's become the traditional fun fair that a lot of local children love to attend each year. But for centuries, it was as its origins, a hiring fair.
See, now we all know about the Stratford mob. Do you not feel better knowing all that information?
So much better.
He was a gem finding him. He told us everything we ever needed to know.
He did.
Have you been to the mob?
I have, yeah. I went, well, it was just recently.
Yep, I go every year.
Yeah.
Out of fail.
What's your favourite ride?
Storm. It's got to be, isn't it? I'm a daredevil, I'm going to go on it.
I'm too scared for Storm.
It's the
too
candy
big.
floss that attracts me.
Oh,
It's the
candy
sweets.
floss. Oh my God.
All the sweets. You just feel sick because you just fill up. But
Yeah.
anyway, the mob's great. You should check it out.
Yeah.
Now, moving on to another event that comes to Stratford every year is the annual Stratford Music Festival, where our crew went down and they filmed some of the talent and interviewed the artistic director, which is exclusive only to Scene.
Only for Scene. Let's take a look.
I've been artistic director for about 7 years now. I think it's got ever more interesting actually over the years. We don't really have a main venue for the festival. We use lots and lots of different venues, which is a special feature of the festival too. I think we use historic venues, Holy Trinity Church, very beautiful town hall in Stratford, the Arts House here. Lots of places, which is very good. Now to Clifford Chambers as well, very beautiful St Helens Church for smaller events. Oh, I should think we probably have about 30 different artists performing in the festival every year. Some are solo pianists, some we have orchestras, sometimes we have orchestras, sometimes we have choirs. It varies every year, so around 30 I would think.
This music festival comes every year, and this year it was their 20th anniversary.
I couldn't believe that. Do you think they've been going that long?
I know. I went last year and it was great. I loved it.
See, I missed it. See, I missed it, but we're not going to miss it next year, and you
Definitely
guys
not.
shouldn't miss it next year either.
Definitely not.
Because they have a wide range of music talent as well. It's not just, classical. They've got other stuff going on.
It's great.
Anyway, moving on.
Stratford College's HND Creative Media Year 2 are currently working on a very exciting short film adaptation of La Traviata.
Got it.
I think so.
That was close.
Which translates to The Fallen Woman.
This time, the second year H&D Media Creative Production students are working to make short films.
The brief was designed to fit an international collaboration between the British Council, Creative Cultural Skills, National Skills Academy and Speculu, an arts college in Rio, Brazil.
Our short films are based on the Traviata written in 1853 by Giuseppe Verdi. The Fallen Woman, as it translates in English, tells the story of Violetta, a courtesan who lives in Paris.
She falls in love, but the relationship is doomed as the story ends in her demise.
We've been challenged to produce a 5-minute short film that retells the story and interprets some of the themes in it. As you can see, the pre-production is already underway.
To make a film like this, first you need an idea, then a treatment is pitched and a screenplay is developed.
During this process, we also plan how we want to film the camera shots, lighting, sound and music.
A project like this wouldn't be possible without a crew, which is why we're enlisting each other's help for filming.
On the 17th of December, all the films will be submitted to a panel of international filmmakers and sound designers to be judged in the build-up to the Olympics next year.
How exciting. We are definitely coming back to their stories later on in the series because I am so intrigued to see how they take such a classic piece of art and make it modern. You know?
Definitely, yeah. It's great.
I'm sure you guys are interested, and I know you are because we were talking about this earlier.
Well, yeah, we were talking it before the show.
We were.
I just couldn't stop talking about it.
I know. I hear that maybe Zach in the H&D's got some exciting twists, so I'm excited for all of them.
It's going to be great.
It is really exciting. Now, the fun doesn't stop there, though. There is so much going on in Stratford this autumn. They've got loads this year.
They have
I feel
got
like
a lot.
they've put lots in as well, this Stratford this year.
Yeah. Next week, they have a comedy masterpiece being shown at Stratford's independent theatre, The Bear Pit, called Relatively Speaking.
I've heard about that. I've heard it's got...
I might go. You want to go with me?
We should go.
We both go.
Today.
Sorted.
It opened yesterday and it's running until the 6th of November, so grab your tickets to see the Warwickshire talent. And you're going to laugh your socks off because, like I was just going to say, they've had reviews about being absolutely hysterical.
I do love a good comedy.
Want a good laugh, want a good comedy? Go down to the Beer Pet Theatre. Yeah.
There's also critically acclaimed musician Devon Sprawley.
Got it.
Performing at the Coal Vault in Coventry on the 4th of November.
And speaking of music, there is also a talented talented performer called Eddie Reader. Got it, there you go.
Eddie Reader.
Performing at the Warwickshire Arts Centre on the 5th of November.
Just go see him as
another
well.
one to look out for.
We've got so much things to see.
I don't know how we're going to cram it all into scene. No. We have so much to bring you in the next couple of shows.
We might not be here next week.
Oh, you never know. Well, hopefully you'll come back and hopefully we'll get to inform about all the more exciting things coming up.
Yeah. So, we are going to take a quick break now, but make sure to tune back in to our Halloween special.
It's going to be a treat. Don't miss it.
There's so much scary things going on. Who have we got? We've got Creaky Cauldron, Dracula.
We're going into a live seance. We went and did a seance.
That was so scary.
You're going to find out.
Like, remember when I fainted? Something happened, man. There was something in me.
It was pretty scary.
It was.
And the set's going to change. We're going to change.
It's going to be a special.
You need to come back.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
Yeah. Hello and welcome back to Scene. Now, as you can see, me and Rhian may look a little different since the start of the show.
That's right, Callum, because it's time for our Halloween special! Woo! Yes, it is. Ooh. What are you? What are you, Commands?
I'm a mummy.
You look great.
Yeah. You look better than normal.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Brilliant, thank you. I think I'm meant to be like a dead girl. I think I got stabbed somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where.
No, I don't know.
But I think my character, I died from stabbing.
Yeah, somewhere.
Somewhere like that.
Right. So we went down to the Creaky Cauldron in Stratford-upon-Avon, where we met Barry Tryst, a very spooky man, to say the least.
Creepy.
He was. Who wanted us to get in contact with the dead.
He did indeed. So let's take a sneak peek.
We are seen at Stratford-upon-Avon's Creaky Cauldron.
We're here with Mr. Tryst, and he's going to perform our seance today, so take it away.
Okay, awesome. This building is 450 years old. It used to be part of the oldest coaching inn in all of Europe, and it stretched from the top of Henley Street all the way down to Shakespeare's birthplace. It's got a ragged history. Even when it was the White Line Inn, nasty things happened here. I won't go into too much detail, but there were some deaths. Madame Baudelaire. Concentrate. Madame Baudelaire. Madame Baudelaire. Madame Baudelaire. Madame Baudelaire. Madame Baudelaire. I'm going to have to ask you to turn off the cameras for a minute. Can you turn off the cameras, please?
Tell you what, Rhian, I am still getting nightmares over that.
It was so horrible.
It was scary.
You fainted.
Yeah, I know.
He went.
I had to go out. Literally. I could not stand it anymore.
It was so intense. It was so scary. But it was such a good experience because, you know, like you said, the camera's cut. Yeah. So next week, you're going to find out what actually went on.
Oh, my God.
Because it was pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you were such a wimp, honestly.
I was.
Anyway, we hope you enjoyed that at home, guys. I know that he certainly did.
Yeah.
Kind of. You kind of liked it.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Not really.
Not really.
So, just about now. So, Ellie from Scene crew went down to meet the one and only Dracula. So, let's take a look what she got up to.
I am more of a nocturnal person.
Parker, what do you know of your host in Transylvania?
Not very much. He's clearly a noble man of some significant means. Seems to keep himself to himself a lot. And an unusual choice of property, a quite small, dingy sort of property, given his clear importance. But no more than that.
So we've heard in the past, Lucy, that you've made a lot of young men fall on their knees. But who's the lucky guy you're marrying?
Well, the lucky man that is going to be my fiancé is Mr. Arthur Holmwood. He gets on very well with my mother, and he's really dishy.
I do have a slight fear of dentists.
Mina, what are your plans whilst Jonathan is away? Are there any last-minute bride preparations?
Well, I have lots of work to do as an assistant schoolmistress. There is a lot of work to mark. And I intend to go and see my friend Lucy in Whitby. I have not seen her in several months, so it would be good to catch up with her. She says she has some news for me, but I'm not quite sure what on earth that could be.
What do you do in your spare time? Have you got any friends you enjoy meeting up with?
Well, I do have some house guests at the moment. They are my brides. They stay with me and I have met them. They come over for dinner for a quick bite.
Halloween is coming up. Any ideas of costumes yet?
There's a clear one for me, which would be the white lady that goes around Whitby Abbey. She's often seen in one of the windows. We're due to get married when Jonathan returns from his travels. I have a few amendments to make to my dress, but everything else is in hand.
I am the master, and I will always be the master.
Wow, that was amazing. I actually went to the show and I actually saw it. He was so incredible, and so was Ellie, because she's actually in the show.
Yeah.
It was incredible, honestly. Go check it out.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You could have fit in with those characters with the mask you're wearing.
Not wearing a mask, Callum? Strike two, buddy. Right, cool. We have a very special guest in our studio today, our golly ghost storyteller, who will send shivers down your spine.
I'm getting nervous just thinking about it.
I am actually as well, yeah.
However, we are going to close our eyes and listen to this spooky story, I think.
A story with texture.
Yeah.
We're going to be feeling things and it's going to be a bit gross.
It's going to be a great room. So let's close our eyes and see what happens.
Oh, okay.
Here lies John, my dear late lamented friend. I know he wished he could be here before the end. John was a fun man, a giving man too. He wanted to share his body parts with you. John was a jolly man with the great big gut. Let's pass around his intestines. It's just your luck.
No. Oh, it's warm!
Fresh from the grave, wet and cold, just a little slimy, just a little old. Twisted and shriveled in a bunch, just like they were after his lunch.
Oh, that was horrible. What was that?
Now, John wasn't a very smart man. We found his brains stuffed in a can, fresh from the grave, wet and cold.
I think there's some brains coming out.
This is horrible.
Some brains coming out. Oh, it's going all over my legs. Oh, it's going all over my legs. What is that?
That is horrible. Just a little slimy, just a little old. You'll feel there isn't much to them, shows the kind of man he'd been. One thing John was proud of was his pearly whites. A good set of choppers kept him fed right. Fresh from the grave, wet and cold. Just a little slimy, just a little old. See, his teeth were strong unlike his sight. Just be careful, when you touch them they don't bite. The last thing we found was John's strong hand. They were deep down, covered with sand. Fresh from the grave, wet and cold. Just a little slimy, just a little old. Cold and stiff, as they were when he died. Go ahead, shake one, you'll think that I lied. With all his pieces back safe and sound, time to put him back into the ground. So now you've met my dear lamented friend. That brings his haunting to an end.
Thank God for that.
That is horrible.
Can we open it? Yeah, open our eyes. Oh, Ella.
That was the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
Oh, look at all this stuff.
This is horrible. What? It's all on my leg.
So wet now.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that at home, because we didn't. No. I stink.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, unfortunately though, that's the end of the show. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
well.
Wow, I don't
hallelujah for
know if
us.
it's unfortunately.
Honestly,
To be honest.
well, we have lots more coming up next time on our scene show. Hopefully we won't be dressed in these lovely glag rags.
Yeah.
We won't be putting our hands in guts and ghoul
I know.
and other disgusting things.
Going to be honest with you, I thought this was a good idea.
What's this? Smell it? What's that?
What is that? That was grim.
You
why are you doing that to us?
Who invited you?
Yeah, who is she? Anybody know? Okay.
Just leave. I think you should actually just get up and leave. Just leave the studio.
Go.
Get up and leave.
Bye.
Come on, bye.
See you later. I can't believe she
She
did
just
that
came
to us.
in and made me feel guts and ghoul.
That was horrible.
I thought being stabbed to death was worse, but no,
I
that
know.
was horrific.
Well,
Good entertainment for the TV though, isn't it?
yeah, great
Brilliant.
entertainment.
But like we were saying, we have so much more coming up next week on the show. Much more light-hearted topics,
Yes,
I think.
and not this type of
Not
stuff.
this. But I'm very impressed with our set.
Yeah, it is
Look
good,
at
isn't
this.
it? It
Got
is
my
proper
pumpkin.
Halloween.
It is Halloween. It is Halloween because this is actually Halloween night. So I
Yeah.
hope you guys are enjoying your Halloween goings on at home.
Yeah.
Gone a bit trick-or-treating maybe.
Yeah. Don't eat too much candy.
Don't eat too much candy. No, because
much
we did that at the mop. We had too much candy at the mop.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna-
Wait. Oh, don't bring up the mop again.
Don't bring up the mop,
I was sick.
Too much candy.
Yeah.
Well,
unfortunately, that's all we have time for on Scene.
So-
So see you next time.
see you back next week.